Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with the Blog to Watch. Today I'm going to review this Lange 1943 Edition 1. This is the first watch released of this relatively new brand that has definitely a retro theme to it. And the Edition 1, as it's called, is the first edition watch. It's not a limited edition per se as far as I know, but it's definitely a numbered edition. And it tries to show off exactly what the brand is all about, which so far, because again they have a few different models, is this case. This is a 38 millimeter wide steel case. It's quite nicely made. And, you know, in the past, this would have been, I guess you would call a sports watch or an activity watch or professional watch. Today it looks a little dressy by comparison. And that's sort of the look that they were going for. A lot of attention to detail on the dial there. Definitely a focus on trying to make it beautiful. What does that mean? The right proportions, the right colors, the right textures. You can see that slight gradient effect, the sunburst and how it plays with the light, the particular color of the hands. It's all going for a specific kind of aesthetic there, and it does a good job. Some of the other versions of the Lange 1943 watches have this similar dial, but with a little bit more pop art color. There's actually a second limited edition. The movement, I think it's a restored vintage movement. They say that it's based on the Marvin 700. Marvin was a watch brand for many years, and then it came back a couple years ago, and now I think it's defunct. But they made a lot of nice movements in the past, and this one Lange calls their caliber L43.1, and I believe they sort of restored it and decorated. And this is a manually wound movement, 3 hertz, with about 46 hours of power reserve. And you know, you get this because A, you want the thinness of that manually wound movement, but you also want to take a look and admire that decoration there, which again adds a little bit of unique value. Let's put it on the wrist. It came with 2 straps. This was sort of my favorite of the 2. I've definitely been wearing this watch comfortably, and I like it. It's a bit on the small side for me, but I think the legibility and the style really make a case for itself. For a lot of people who wear sleeves or suits, then this is sort of going to be a perfect size. And I think you'll agree that from a fashionable perspective, they're really able to capture sort of an old world sense of adventure, a timelessness. You know, as a themed watch goes, they did a pretty good job here. And I appreciate that. For me, the one downside of this watch is the price. I thought it was a little bit ambitious. You know, it's going to see how the market responds, and maybe arguably it's not too much, but you know, I was sort of seeing that price and realizing this is a company that's trying to make, you know, a brand out of themselves. They want people to buy a concept, and that's fine, as opposed to sort of a volume brand trying to make as many watches as possible. So for the Edition 1, I get a little bit of a taste of what Lange is going for, and it's a storytelling brand, and that's fine. There's definitely a market for that, and the watch itself, if you're not as price sensitive, is very nice. Price for the Lange 1943 Edition 1 is 3,500 euros, and you can see more on blog2watch.com. Thanks.